Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. You see the title perfectly correct. I've launched two brand new websites in the last 3 days. I've actually, mathematically speaking, I've launched five, but some of you might be scratching your head. Five new websites. What the hell is he talking about? Don't worry, I'll explain everything. But as you guys may or may not know, one of my goals for the new year in terms of blogging, creating sites, is I want to have a total of 100 new, not new, 100 passive income generating websites, that I have under my ownership. And part of it is creating them. I'm going to be sharing the Google Search Consoles for both of these. I'll be explaining them. I'll be explaining the methodology, the process, and the marketing behind them. And if you want to stick along with me, go ahead and do so. You guys have seen some of my numbers in Q4 for last year, making 17K, 16K, 15K per month from Q4 of 2023, which is literally 29 days ago, which was last year. But hopefully this year we'll make 30, 40, 50K, a month, just off of AdSense. And I want to be clear, guys, we're talking just purely AdSense. We're not talking about sales of products. We're not talking about affiliate marketing. We're not talking about digital product sales or anything like that, physical product sales. We're talking AdSense. We're talking the very bare minimum. And people, I don't think people realize how easy it is to build these passive income businesses when you have a real strategy that actually works. And a lot of the times is they don't realize is because they never created that very first business. And it's perfectly fine. I'm going to be here to motivate you, inspire you. And I think any person with any energy whatsoever watches a video like some of the videos that I created in the past, showing the income, showing the success, they're going to eventually start these businesses. I mean, there's no way that they can just sit there, watch another human being make 17, 18K a month, passive income, literally, as the AdSense, not even the affiliate marketing, not the product sales, nothing like that, right? And not do anything about it. I mean, I just wouldn't see that as logical. But anyways, who knows what the future holds for the next Q4. I'm super excited. I'm super excited for myself, and I'm super excited for you guys. So let's see when this blog started. January 23rd, I guess you could say. Today's the 29th. Technically, I think I started it like 3-4 days ago is when I was actually submitting things into the console. We'll see. Can't really remember the exact dates. This was the 26th. So here it is. This was where we had the 3 days. All right, but I'll be happy to share this information. So you're looking at two different blogs here, right? So this is one of the blogs that I created. Like I said, I have about 5 created. And yes, I do have the team to back it up. I have people to create these blogs for me. I have the whole thing. So it's not, I didn't get here lucky. I'm not a trust fund kid. I built everything myself. So this here is a site, and this is a site. And by the way, don't mind the one click. This is irrelevant. This does not matter. I'll kind of explain what's going on. Here you have a site where we're already in position 7, and technically we're really not in position. I've said this before. I've taught this in the lessons. I've explained this in the free videos. Google tests your website, right? So they'll put you in a position in the beginning. They'll increase the position, lower the position, and they're only going to give you a moment in time, a sliver in time, maybe even a few seconds in that position, just to test the click-through rate, just to test the impressions, just to test this kind of information. And then what they'll do is they'll take you off of the algorithm completely. You won't even exist. And it will be on and off like that for a little while. It could be a period of weeks. It could be a period of months. It just depends on the niche that you're in, how competitive it is, and how your content is written at the end of the day. A lot of people don't understand the value of being the authority in your niche. I've wrote about this in the ebook. Let's see where the ebook is. The Art of Picking the Perfect Niche for Your Blog. And part of the reason why I even made this guide was not only to show people how to pick the perfect niche, but how to monetize it. And one of the things that we specifically talked about is the aspect of specificity, of being extremely specific in the niche selection. I'm pretty sure I have other lessons here that teach different things, and you guys can go ahead and check them out. But and you could even watch this or read the free blog on the Mangles tool review, which will teach you a lot about SEO and niche selection, things like that. Well, technically not niche selection. You have to have that information before, but it provides a lot of information, a lot of guidance around that kind of thing. But anyways, let's get back to the point. So this blog, you could see here, started recently. There's nothing special about it, but we started off very early, position 1.1, position 7.6, 9.2. Google is testing where I belong, right? And at this point, these blogs are, some of them are even without thumbnails. They don't even have pictures yet. And so for my virtual assistant, the hardest thing for them is just creating the content. And for me, the hardest thing for me is taking the content, submitting it into Google Search Console. So overall, for me, it's a very easy process. I have to do almost nothing to get this kind of results. Now, this is once again the first week, literally, of having this account or having this articles, these websites, whatever you want to call them. But they're going to develop over time. I'm going to develop authority over time, niche authority over time. I'm going to develop a collection of articles. Bounce rate is going to decrease, okay? Pogo sticking is going to decrease. Everything's going to decrease the more content and the better content we get over time on these type of articles. And I kind of wanted to showcase something, okay? I made a lot of videos on this. You see here, there's a critical difference between these two sites, okay? Here we start at average position 63.9. And you could see here, it's right here. Or excuse me, this is the average position. We start at 63. I don't know why I'm saying 30. 63.2. Then we go down to 68.1. Then we go to 60.9. Then we go to 61.6. What's happening here is I can't show the queries, but they're actually improving over time, and more queries are being added to my Google Search Console. This is kind of why it seems like it's not growing fast enough. But the keywords that were at like 64, 68, right? The queries that were at that level are now at the 59 range, 58 range. And what Google is doing is they're testing. Now, this is once again in my first week, week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever you want to say, 3 days, depending on the website, using this. Now, there is a difference between this site and this site, okay? There's a huge difference. And it's the way that the articles are written and the niche selection of the topic. So I've said this before, but niche selection is probably the most important decision you're going to make when it comes down to actually creating the blog. I'm not talking about doing the actual work behind it. I'm talking about the decisions that you make leading up to the work. Niche selection is probably the most important. You could look at my other videos. You could watch my other videos on this channel. And what did I speak about? The whole channel revolves around cash cow niche sites. Niche sites. Not general sites. Not general concept sites. Not news sites. Not affiliate marketing sites. But niche sites. Why is that? Niche, when you go into a niche really, really deep, it automatically creates topical authority. You're going to make more money off AdSense. You're going to make more money selling products. You're going to make more money down the road as opposed to a generalized view. Now, anyways, with what I'm saying here and everything that I'm going through, I want you guys to take a look and understand something, okay? Because I started very heavy in a niche here, and I really niched down, I'm starting off at a very early position, right? Now, the point is not to say that, oh, I'm going to maintain position 1. I don't care. I don't give a damn about position 1. I'm going to get position 1 to 10 or 1 to 5 for maybe 60% of my articles. But that's only going to happen after the whole job is completed and then 6 months after that with time. So I don't really care about right now having position 1. What this is this is an indicator of where I'm starting. Do you understand? The difference between this niche right? And this niche is that this one is much less competitive. Therefore, I already have the handle to get higher in level than this one. I have to do a lot more work on this site to get higher in level than this one, right? And that's all because of niche selection, and we have an earlier starting position. Now, I could go into the dramatics of this, and I can go deeper into explaining things, but once again, this all derives from everything that I taught in the free videos, in the paid content, where I specifically go over how to pick the right niche. You pick the right niche as a first move. Why? Why is that important? And first of all, let's get something clear. If you didn't pick the right niche before, you already created blogs before on certain topics, you could still change. You could still move on. But I would really recommend to a new site. Don't keep things on the same site. You're going to change the site. You're going to erase the mistakes you've done in the past by moving on to a new segment, a new, I guess you could say, you turn a new page, right? And it comes down to creating a niche site. Everybody's been trying this whole blogging process, and they're trying to do everything that the other people do, right? The reality is when you go to topics that have been talked about by so many other people, you're just another web page on Google. You have no authority, you have no information, and really, the amount of work you have to do to surpass competition is unbearably annoying, right? But with me, like I've spoken about this before, I can have websites with 30 to 45 articles, rank positions, let's say position 3 to position 7 for 70% of the links, of the posts. They're generating traffic, whether it's a little or a lot, doesn't really matter because I am diversified. I have multiple websites. I don't rely on just one website to produce an income. And hopefully you guys will see more of these. I won't show the domain names. I won't show the keywords. I won't show any of that kind of stuff, frankly, because we're talking about my real businesses here. But these are going to build over time. They're going to make money. And like I said, my goal for this year is to have a total of 100 different websites that are going to create passive income. And mark my words, when I have a website just like this, right, even though it starts at position 63, this website will make me passive income. This website will definitely make me passive income and much more to come. But a website like this is easy work. You know, I could create a website like this, maybe invest about a month and a half of work into it with the article writing, with the AI, the VAs plus AI, and I combine that with some graphics and things like that. Do some affiliate marketing on there, get some physical products sold, maybe some digital products on there, and the business is good to go. I really don't have to touch it another 2-3 years because of how low the competition will be. Maybe even more than that. You know, I have some websites I haven't touched in 5-6 years, and they're still making an income. I have actually websites that are 3-4 years old that I've never touched, not once, ever since they were built. I promoted it once, you know, blogs, Google Search Console, the whole thing. You can call that promotion. Did that once, never had to go back to it again. And this is the type of stuff that I talk about. When you're in a particular niche, whatever, you're creating content for that particular niche, you don't have to come back to it if you did everything right. You set it up, you create your 30 to 120 articles for more like this website right here, this is going to take like 120, 135 articles because it's a little more competitive. This article, maybe 35 articles is needed. I'm not going to need much more than that to be able to rank well and provide a decent passive income. And in a perfect world, if each website just generated, you know, $100 a day. Think about how much money that is. $100 a day. Let me do the math on this. Now, we're not up to that level, obviously. But if you have 100 websites producing $100 a day, that's $10,000 a day. That's kind of like unreal, the kind of income that is. And mind you, we're not talking about just AdSense at this point. We're talking about different things. Am I at this level? Obviously not. We're talking about really, really big things. But do I have the gall? Do I have the guts to approach it? Why not? All I have is free time. So I recommend you guys definitely be serious about blogging. I know a lot of people watch this channel and, they just kind of watch and then they'll skip off and do their own thing. If you don't have a blog, I understand it's work that you have to do. I work every single day on my blogs. Just because I have virtual assistants and they're writing articles for me doesn't mean I'm just sitting back. I'm grinding just like you guys are, putting in the work just like you guys are. And more importantly, this is just a method of encouragement. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out. Bye.